This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. We've got a close one here. More from MetLife coming right up. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. They motion Tucker over left. 2nd and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Handoff headed right, it's Cook. Open space inside the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. This time it's a passing play. Taken in by Harrison. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This throw is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Xavier Gibson now to return. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, set.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Going play action, May. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his pounds, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Cardinals football. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, he's got it back again.
He gets the ball back. That is crazy.
As quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. He's got Harrison. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Cardinals who have 1st and 10.
Ready up. Let's go now. 18 ready. 18 ready. Check.
They're going play action. St. Brown there to bring it in. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. McPherson at the point after. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Cardinals lead by 15 now. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing is May. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Kicked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Cardinals take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
1st down, ball at the 36. They'll come out throwing. Gets this one to Harrison. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, New York! The Jets could make it a one-score game as they cut it to 9 before half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hook.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure on its way. He's got this complete to James Cook. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Chased out to his right. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets are gonna have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70, Dragon 60. Unlock flying. Check, go.
They give on second to Hall. Juke the defender. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. That's 8 yards for the gain, and that narrows it to just 5 yards needed on third down.
Ready.
May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
May on 1st and 10. That one's incomplete over the middle. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And now they face second down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Hall. This is ahead for about 5. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
May now to throw on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
A 37-yard attempt.
Everly's kick is good. And that's gonna give them the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Camarda on to send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. And he's brought down up across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 31. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tre'Davious White there on the stop.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down the route. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 3rd quarter lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring.
Why every
of the
single
game.
time someone runs that play on
The
me,
impact
it
this
scores
guy
a
has had on
touchdown?
this game, Brock, has been massive.
It's always to that
They'd be on
slot
the
wide
comeback trail
receiver.
right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first.
Oh,
when you
man.
just look at the
Gonna be
game
running that play.
circumstances, puts him in front here in the 2nd half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Easy.
He's throwing for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Going play action, May. Higgins makes the catch. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's 2nd and 2. Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Down the sideline inside the 30. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
They motion a receiver left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And in, touchdown, New York. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
So once again, the Jets going for two.
The Jets will line up for a two-point conversion.
Set, go.
From the gun, it's May. Escapes the puck. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cardinals grab it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Ooh, baby, they were one kick away from a tie game, but instead, Brock, they played for two in the lead, and this time it does not work out.
I can read you like a book now, partner. You didn't like that decision, did you?
No, sir, I did not. What are they doing?
Well, they're just being too over-aggressive. That's what they're doing. Or they had a two-point play that they loved and trusted. But now, instead of being tied, they find themselves still trailing in this game.
Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This is Cook. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is... to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Ready up.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Here's a throw. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got Harrison. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Taken in by Harrison. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Cut near the goal line. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
No gain for them there, setting up 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Now it's Cook. And that hit stops him in his tracks. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
On the set.
So now here's 3rd and goal.
Red. Look at my team. Set it right.
He's back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Set. Street.
They send a tight end in motion. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive.
Trailing by one score late here, Caden. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready? Bronco 80. Come 19. Come 19. Hut, hut.
On play action, here's May. Risky throw, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals push the lead to 2 scores now. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Gibson now to return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Let's go. Set go.
Now May coming off that pick. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here we go.
To the air on first down, May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's now second and 19 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Set. And up.
Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Ready, ready.
Here he is on third and long. On target to his man Higgins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10.
Ready. Ready, go. Go.
Operating from the gun, here's May. He's on the move. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here's second and 5. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Running back sent in motion. First down throw for May. Forced out to his right. Finds a man right side. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Let's go now.
May now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets cut the lead down to just 2. Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And the Cardinals' hands team secures the football. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down. They go with Williams on the counter. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Let's go.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he will score, and with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. And a likely game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. We got a 2-score game now late.
35. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
One final shot here. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the Cardinals grab it. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And these guys don't normally have to deal with the wintry weather when they take the field, but they adapted marvelously to these adverse conditions and get to take a win home now to their much warmer temperatures.